Hi, this is Professor Angela Rasmussen, and today we are going to go over some review about first order solutions and then also some examples. The password for today is going to be examples, so do make sure that you take that quiz, and it is going to ask you questions about the review and then also the examples that I'll go through. So today we're going to try and review the general form solution for first order differential equation, review the time constant and kind of how to interpret that and what it means, and then understand the 4 different circuits needed to be analyzed in order to put those values into the general form solution. So initially 0 minus, which means right before a change happens. 0 plus is right at the change, so that's going to be the transient state. Final, and then RTH you're going to find again in the final state. And then we're going to go through a couple examples to be able to find V of t and I of t for a given circuit. So to review the final form solution, it is the same for RC or RL. The form is a final value. So whatever variable you're trying to find, and then an initial value, the final value again is the same, and then you need to find tau. So remember I had suggested to memorize that tau for a capacitor is going to be RTH times C. And for an RL circuit, the same form, finals, and then this is the initial. So final plus the initial minus final, e to the minus t over tau. And for an RL circuit, tau is L over RTH. So once you get each of these values, you can find either current or voltage, depending on whatever variable is within the circuit. So the 4 circuits that you are going to need to do is an initial time. And to find the initial, so circuits needed, so one is going to be the initial, but in order to find the initial, that's going to be right at the change. And so for a capacitor or an inductor, they cannot change instantaneously. So we have to find the time right before it changes, and then it's going to keep the variable, or not the variables, but for a capacitor, it's going to keep the voltage the same between the time right before a change happens and right after. And for an inductor, it's the current that stays the same. So we need to find what we call t equals 0 minus, and that means that it has sat for a long time before a change happens. So you analyze that circuit before a change. Then at the change, which we call 0 plus, and then the final state, which again will have sat there for a long time. And then you need to find RTH to find tau, again in the final state, and so again a long time. So if a circuit has sat there for a long time, that means that there's been no change. This means for a capacitor, it's going to be an open. And for an inductor, it's going to be a wire. And remember, that is because of the equations. So for the capacitor, it's the current through it is equal to C dV C dt. When dV C dt is 0, I is 0, which looks like an open. And for an inductor, the voltage is equal to L di dt. And so the current, no more changing, goes to a 0, so that voltage looks like a 0, which is that wire. So that is where those come from. So any long time, it's going to be modeled as this. for a change, remember, because it cannot change instantaneously, the voltage will stay the same for the capacitor, and so a capacitor is going to be modeled by that voltage source, and it is going to equal the value that it had at t equals 0 minus. For an inductor, it's going to be modeled by a current source, and the current through it is again what is found at after it's been sitting there for a long time. So once you find this, this will be your initial state is at 0 plus. So this is the initial time. So initial value will be found at that time frame. Then you also need to find the final time frame variables, and then RTH to calculate tau. And then you can put that into the general form solution. You now have your final values, you have your initial values, and then you will find RTH for tau. So you'll need 4 circuits needed. 4 different circuits are needed to be analyzed. So reviewing again what that time constant means. So I had said that it's pretty much just giving you an idea that at one time constant, you're going to be about 63%, which is over half and close to the final time. So this gives you an idea that at 2 time frames, you're going to be closer, to your final time. And then at 3 time constants, you're going to be really, really close. And so this gives you a feeling of like, oh yeah, you're, and we define it as almost there at that 1 time constant. So I had challenged all of you to kind of figure out how to figure that out from, if you know kind of the form of the graph, like what would be this actual value. And the easiest is just to plug it into the equation. So you know that at the 1 time constant, you are going to actually be the same time frame. So this would mean that t, I'll write it out, t is equal to 33.325 milliseconds, which then puts this whole quantity to -1. So you just plug this into your calculator and you're going to see that it will actually be 11.18 is going to be the value. And so yes, that is getting closer, but it's not. I'll cross these off. So it's 11.18 or 11.2, and so it is pretty close but not quite. 10.7. And then we can kind of do them at the different time frames. So at 2 tau, so about 66 milliseconds, you're going to see that it is closer, and it is actually 10.87, which is very, very close to 10.7. And then at 3 time constants, you're going to get 10.76. So again, very, very close after about 3 time constants. So anyway, those are ideas on how to interpret the time constant. So you just kind of know like, oh, that timing. So if I said, well, if my time constant is 33.325 milliseconds, about what would I want to make sure I'm in the final state? And you could say like, well, 3 of those is about 99 milliseconds. So you're going to be really close at 0.1 seconds. So, 0.1 seconds probably would be fine as far as a design time to be able to define that. All right, I'm going to go on to examples, which I'm going to put into different videos. So you can stop this one and then go to the others. Thanks.